Hey, I'm Kelby Hightower with Medicare Hub. Did you know that Medicare is expanding its preventative services in 2025? These updates are designed to help you stay healthier, catch potential health issues early, and even save money in the long run. In today's videos, we're going to break down the new preventative services, how you can access them, and why they're so important. Let's get started. So preventative services are medical services designed to detect and prevent illnesses before they become major issues. Medicare has always covered a wide variety of preventative services, including like screenings for cancer, diabetes, heart disease, as well as vaccinations and annual wellness visits. But what's new actually in 2025? Let's take a closer look. And before we dive into the details, remember that some of you take a more holistic approach to managing your health. So I always like to say, regardless if you take vitamins, remain active with exercise, and manage your life to ensure better health, or you get vaccinated, take some medications, and do anything your doctor says is right or wrong, I think having a game plan in place is key. I will say that preventative services are a great avenue for anyone to help catch anything early. You know that an ounce of prevention is worth more than a pound of cure. Now we're going to dive into more details of preventative services. So one of the most significant updates is the expansion of screenings for heart disease. Heart disease remains one of the leading causes of death among seniors, and early detection can make a world of difference. For example, Medicare now covers advanced lipid panel tests that can provide a more detailed picture of your cardiovascular health. Unlike traditional cholesterol tests, which measures total cholesterol, HDL, LDLs, and triglycerides, an advanced lipid panel analyzes the size of the density of the LDL particles. This provides a deeper insight into the cardiovascular risk, helping doctors identify issues that might be missing with standard testing. For instance, small, dense LDL particles are more likely to contribute to plaque buildup in arteries, increasing the risk of heart disease. By detecting these hidden risks early, seniors can work with their doctors to implement targeted lifestyle changes or treatments. These tests go beyond traditional cholesterol checks to identify hidden risks as early as possible. Lung cancer screenings have also been expanded to include more at-risk seniors. If you have a history of smoking or other risk factors, you may now qualify for low-dosage CT scans that detect lung cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Early detection significantly improves survival rates, so this update is a game changer for many seniors. I have a few clients that utilize this preventative services already and love the benefit of just knowing the facts. Guess what? You can't see really what's going on the inside of you, so this is a great service for each of you. So how can you access these services? The first step is to schedule your annual wellness visit. During this visit, your doctor will review your medical history, assess your risk factors, and recommend the preventative services that are really right for you. For example, if you have a family history of heart disease, your doctor might recommend the advanced lipid panel test that we mentioned earlier. It's also important to understand how your Medicare plan impacts access to preventative services. Both original Medicare and Medicare Advantage plans cover these services, but there can be differences in how you access them. For example, Medicare Advantage plans often include additional benefits like transportation to appointments or gym memberships that promote preventative care. Check your plan's summary of benefits to see what's included. One client of ours was able to take advantage of their plan's transportation benefits to consistently attend doctor's appointments, which made a significant difference in maintaining their health. These additional benefits can make accessing preventative services easier and more convenient. And Medicare Advantage plans can allow access to certain preventative services more frequent than original Medicare. Just ask your doctor and allow them to set up a game plan that's really best for you. You might be wondering, are these preventative services free? The great news is that most preventative services are fully covered by Medicare and your Medicare Advantage plan, meaning there's no out-of-pocket cost for you. However, some services, such as specific cancer screenings or advanced imaging tests, may require a copay or only be covered under certain circumstances. For example, a colonoscopy might be free if performed in a preventative measure, but could incur cost if polyps are found and removed during the procedure. Always verify with your provider to understand the exact coverage details. However, some services might require a copay or only be covered under specific conditions. Hey guys, just to clarify on getting preventative services like colonoscopies, if you're getting a preventative colonoscopy and it's scheduled on a routine basis and they find polyps during that colonoscopy, they're going to snip those polyps, and that's going to actually be covered always in any Medicare Advantage plans. It's considered an outpatient procedure. Snipping the polyps is an outpatient surgery, but it actually falls under preventative services. And people, clients of ours for years have had colonoscopies with a preventative or outpatient of snipping a polyp, and there's not going to be any cost incurred. It doesn't matter how many polyps there are. They're going to have that classified underneath preventative services. And a lot of times people, our clients, will ask about that because in times past they've had maybe a history of cancer for colon cancer and things like that. And they're going to ask, hey, I had one done when I was 45 or 50 years of age, and then every 5 or 10 years I'm having those done. Am I going to have to pay? Because under Medicare, there isn't any cost, but under major medical, it's a procedure for outpatient and there is a cost. So just understand the clarity on that. If you have any questions, always reach out to a licensed agent. We'd love for you to reach out for us. We can help answer questions about preventative services as well. So preventative care isn't just about avoiding illnesses. It's about maintaining a better quality of life. Early detection can lead to early treatment, better outcomes, and lower healthcare costs over time. For instance, detecting high blood pressure during a routine screening can prevent complications like heart attacks or strokes. Let's look at a real-life example here. Susan, one of our clients, attended her annual wellness visit and received a cognitive assessment. The test revealed early signs of mild cognitive impairment. Thanks to her early detection, Susan was able to start treatments immediately, which slowed the progression of her condition and allowed her to maintain independence. Another success story comes from John, who qualified for a low-dose CT scan under the expanded lung cancer screening guideline. This screening detected a small tumor at an early stage, and John was able to undergo minimum invasive treatment with an excellent prognosis. Stories like these highlight the importance of taking advantage of Medicare preventative services. For example, another client, Betty, attended a routine diabetes screening covered by Medicare. The results showed that she was in the pre-diabetic stage, which, with the early information, her doctor was able to create a plan that included dietary changes, exercise, medication to prevent her conditioning from worsening. Then within 6 months, Betty had lowered her blood pressure, sugar levels, avoided developing full-blown diabetes. This just shows how preventative services can really transform your life. So before we wrap up, let's review some quick tips to make the most out of these services. First, schedule an annual wellness as soon as possible. Second, talk to your doctor about your risk factors and ask which preventative services are right for you. Then third, review your Medicare plan to understand what's covered and if any additional benefits are available. Guys, at Medicare Hub, we're here to help you navigate these updates and make the most of your coverage. Join one of our free Medicare Made Simple workshops or webinars below to learn more about preventative services and other benefits available to you, or schedule a call with one of our Medicare advisors for personalized guidance. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, to share, subscribe to our channel. Watch for more videos to stay informed about Medicare updates and coverage options. Schedule a call today. We're here to make your life easy by making Medicare simple.